Hello, people of the world. If you are new here, my name is Brunel. For the returners, welcome back. As you can tell, I'm a bit nasally. I've got a really horrible cold. It's bordering on really bad cold. I'm doing a foundation review today. I couldn't wait. I just couldn't help myself. I have been so looking forward to this foundation ever since I knew it was coming out. It is the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin, the foundation. The foundation. And I am going to be using samples because it isn't officially out, but your girl would have purchased it anyway, no matter what. So I've got some samples here that I'm going to try. Now, I was going to give you guys lots of information about the foundation, the background, and so on. But unfortunately, with me talking, the more I talk, the drier my throat gets. The drier my throat gets, the more I cough. And it's really, really bad. So unfortunately, I can't give you the full in-depth information about. Suffice to say, when it comes out, I'm not sure what the pricing is going to be, but you will get 40 shades. 40 shades in the foundation. And also the shades go from 1 obviously to 40, and they've got it in there. She's actually done it in different sections. So for example, the light will have 2 sets, and each set you'll have 4 different shades in there. It's very easy to actually kind of get a shade match, because when you go on the Lisa Eldridge website, there is a mechanism that you can use where you put in currently your perfect shade match. You put the brand, you put the name of the foundation, and then you put the perfect shade. And what her system will do is try and match the perfect one. If it doesn't, it will actually put in there, this is the nearest shade that it could find for you, which is what it did for me, and it actually came up with shade number 39. 39, shade number 31. By the way, you can purchase the sample on our website at the moment for £2, or if you make a purchase with any other items, then you get a set. As you can see here, I've got it upside down. I've got it here. So you've got from shade number 29 to shade number 32. Now, shade 31 is this one, which has got a neutral undertone. This is the medium stroke deep range set 2. There is a medium stroke deep set 1. And then, believe it or not, this is how generous she is with the foundation. After this set here, you're going to have deep set 1, which will have 4 shades, and then you're going to have deep set 2 with a further 4 shades. How brilliant for those of brothers and sisters out there who are deeper skinned than myself. That is amazing, absolutely brilliant. So nearly enough chatting. I do apologize if you want to jump straight to them on your finger. I don't care, then rude, but have a look here. But for everyone else, I'll give you a little bit of information if I can read without dying. That is introducing the foundation. This intelligently formulated skin-friendly foundation has a customizable medium coverage that can be dialed up or down. Self-setting, it blends effortlessly to smooth and unify skin. So if part of your face was having an argument, it will unify it together. Anyway, it unifies the skin with a noticeable soft focus effect. The formula contains a natural mesh-like ingredient which completely fuses with skin after blending. The final finish is neither dewy, thank God for that, or flat matte, great, but something like skin-like and in between. And it says here, best applied sparingly with thin layers. Start by smoothing a small amount into the skin and build to your desired level, enhance perfection. And can also be used for just concealing and correcting small areas of the face. Fragrance-free, alcohol and talc-free, and also suitable for sensitive skin. So it is fantastic. I honestly, I'm so excited. Woo! Right, I'm going to start off with the number 31, which was recommended, which I also sort of picked. And I'm going to see what that one is like. It is a neutral undertone. And yeah, so I'm not too sure if this one's going to be okay. We shall see. By the way, I've got extremely oily, dehydrated skin. So it's a double whammy. Because my skin is so dehydrated, it tends to then get very, 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 very oily. So I want to see what this foundation is like on my skin. And I've also got textured skin here with large pores as well. So that is another concern of mine that I take into account. I match my neck because my face is darker than my neck, and then my neck is also darker than my chest area. So I don't like putting foundations on my neck, so I try and match my neck so that it's a bit more seamless. We're going to see, I'm just trying number 31 neutral undertone here to see if that works. Ooh, it's neutral, but it's a lot warmer than I was expecting. So as you can see here, there it is. But then what I'm going to do is also, I'm going to try number 32, which is a golden undertone. So neutral here, number 31. And golden undertone, number 32. Ooh, look, I think number 32 is almost disappearing, but we'll give it a while. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes to see what that's like, and I'm also going to check it in daylight as well to see which one I prefer. Back in a mo. Okay, I'm back, and to be honest, I could get away with using either of them, but I think I can still I sort of pushed the number 31 into the skin. I was a bit more aware of it, whereas for me, number 32 sort of disappeared into the skin. So I'm going to go with number 32 and hope that it's not too light once I apply it on my face. Primer. Nearly forgot. I'm going to use the, this is a travel size. I'm going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter face primer. If my camera can focus, that is, here we go. Okie doke, so I've put the primer in place. What I'm going to do slightly different, I'm going to do this side, I've put powder first, a thin layer of powder on my face. That's how I normally wear my foundation because, as I said, I'm extremely oily and I want to keep things as matte as possible. This side, I'm not going to add any powders, and I'm just going to carry on doing my face as normal. I just want to see how this works with powders, whether it makes any difference. We're going to be wearing this all day and see if that works. Hopefully, this color is going to be okay. It does say to start off with a small amount. And I'm using the Morphe E63 brush. First time I'm using it. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. There's you know what, I was going to say there's a slight scent, but I'm not too sure whether it's the brush or not. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't block you guys so you can see how well, I was going to say how seamless, but yeah, how seamless it is. How quickly it just disappears into the skin and really meshes with the skin. And that's one layer. It is. Ooh. Look. Ooh. We're going to go for a second layer now. And it's not bad. So again, there's not really much. I'm just dipping my finger and then that's my tummy, by the way. I'm so sorry. If you hear that, if my mic picks up on it, it is my tummy. Sorry about that, people. So far, I am so happy. So I'm going to quickly whiz through this one. I'm going to use a sponge because I just want to see how that applies with the sponge. Inevitably, using a dump sponge would mean that you lose some of the product. So just be mindful of that. But I want to see how that works with the powder. And I'm just going to add a bit more. Doc. So this is what my face looks like. So natural, definitely not fully matte, has a little bit of sheen to it, but not dewy, exactly as it is described. And I love how it just blends into the skin, and just it's like your skin just says, okay, I'll have it, I'll have it, thank you, let's become one, to become one. Yeah, so I'm gonna go and finish off the rest of my face. It is now 9:05. Many people, this is my face all done. What can I say? It takes so beautifully to all my powders and so on, and no issues whatsoever. So far I am loving it. Feels really comfortable, feels really natural, blends into the skin really easy. It is just seamless. Yes, I said it, seamless. It is beautiful, and I actually prefer the number 32 because the level of warmth, I'm super happy with it, and it doesn't look massively different from my face to my neck and so on. The lipstick I'm trying out, there should be a video either before this one is published or after. I'm not too sure the time frame here, but I am wearing the brand new lipstick from Lisa, which is part of the it's a Velvet Intrigue, my part of the Velvet lipstick, and this is what the inside looks like. It is brand new. Pretty. And then for lip pencil, I didn't get any of our lip pencils. I've got this one. This is the LA Girl Perfect Precision Lip Liner, and unfortunately I'm not too sure what the color, the shade is in this one. Chocolate. So this one is in chocolate, so you can see. Quick checkup time. It is now 8 minutes past 1, so we've had this on for about 4 hours now, and as you can see, there is a shine on my face. Woo-wee! You can see this side of my face, for me personally, is a lot worse than this side, which is not unusual because this side had powder before foundation. I did not bake as I normally do. Look at the shine on this side. I normally also double prime it, by the way, so I use a really mattifying primer. I have the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation, as well as something more moisturizing as well at the same time, and kind of like use it, make sure that it covers my nose, and also other hacks as well, where I have like a setting spray. By the way, I didn't use a setting spray either. I have found one that kind of helps as well, so I didn't do any of the normal things that I would normally do. So you can see, for me personally, I think I can see the difference in performance. But I'm gonna come back to you guys later on. Usually around the 6 hour mark is when things get very, very hectic, where they get to a point where I just think, you know what, no, I've got to powder. So we might very well get to that. And if I do, obviously when I come back to you guys, I'll let you know. The time now is 18:05. Perfect timing. So we've had this on for, you know, 9 hours exactly, to be exact. So you can see the shine. Now, it did start getting shiny fairly early-ish. I do have a confession to make on this side here. After the 1 o'clock when I did the quick kind of catch up, but probably about 5 minutes after I left it off camera, I actually went and used powder on my face to see what it's like. And the reason why I did that, just on this side by the way, and the reason why I did that was because usually when I go out and about, especially when I'm out for several hours, I get oily. And there are some foundations which are okay with you applying powder on top and, you know, just quickly, you know, zhuzhing things up a little bit, and they take to powder really well and don't get cakey. There are others where you dare not, because you will get all kind of, it just gets really clumpy and horrible. So I wanted to test that theory out as well, because that's what normally happens where I have to, you know, kind of like reset things when I'm out and about with powder. You know, every 3 or 4 hours when I'm out and about. So I wanted to check that out and see what happened. So I applied the powder, took beautifully to the powder, but then probably another 2 hours later I could have done with actually retouching it up again, but I didn't. This is how it is. This side, of course, not touched anything at all, so you can see that. Now this foundation, this would work really well for someone. I mean, it's perfect. It's a beautiful foundation. I love the finish of it. I love how it looks on the skin. I will purchase it again. I'm just getting it out of the way. However, I'm just going to be as honest as I can, despite the fact that I love me my Lisa Eldridge. Okay, so if you've got kind of like dry skin, I think this will still work really well for you, because when I applied the powder, it didn't cause any issues as such. The coverage is, you know, you can go as light as you want. Clearly, you guys saw that you can build it up, so it's up to you. It covered all the imperfections anyway. By the time I went in with a second layer, so which was also a very light second layer, I might point out as well. The foundation does not feel heavy at all. It still actually feels really, really comfortable. If you have got a normal to combination skin or to combination oily, I think you'll also still love this foundation, and I have no issues recommending it absolutely for those individuals. If you are like me and you are extremely oily, there are things that you're going to have to do for this foundation to remain on your skin and not melt off. And I'm talking about the really extremely oily people like myself. And those are actually not unusual hacks that I have to do. I do them every single day. Those are powder before foundation, and then applying the foundation, and then obviously then using powders to kind of set things and make sure that I use powders where and also bake it. Now normally I can bake for probably 10 or 15 minutes at the most, and usually I'll put powders in and I'll carry on doing other stuff in the morning. I'll do like my eye makeup afterwards, and then if I'm quickly doing you know, putting my lunch together or getting my drinks and stuff like that, I'll get all of that together, maximum 10 minutes, and then afterwards I'll just dust things off, and that's that. So would I still recommend this whenever it is that it comes out? Yes. And will I be buying it? Yes. But it isn't without its not issues. It isn't without you having to tweak them if you are extremely oily. That's my honest opinion, people. Stay safe wherever you are, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. Let me know what you think, and just so you can see how quickly when you actually apply powder hours afterwards, whether it goes all cakey or if it goes back nicely. I'm just going to apply some little bit of powder here just on my nose so we can see. Whew. Look at that. Look at that. And by the way, this is the KVD Beauty Blotting Powder in Deep. So, perfect. I like the fact that I'm adding the powder, and look at the difference it's making straight away. And it doesn't look cakey, and it doesn't feel heavy at all. So you can see that this is part of the reason why I'd actually recommend buying this, because yeah, you can do this and you can keep it like this or like this. Bye people.